Alright guys, welcome back to Hello Football Fan video, and today welcome back to another match reaction, match review by myself, talking about the last game of week 5 in the Premier League, which was Aston Villa versus West Ham. That finished 0-0, and yeah, all I'm going to say, let's get started. This was an absolutely cracking game to watch. Whoever missed it, you missed out big time. So like we do most of the time anyway, when it's a match reaction, we always start with the positive. You know, who starts with a negative? We always start with a negative if it's an absolute Eric Dyer match. I'm sorry to even put that name out, but if it's a Dyer match, boring, depressing match, you just wasted your 90 minutes if you like to watch that crap, then you've got to start with a negative. But today, we'll start with a positive again, once again. And to be honest with you, I've got to put it straight onto the Aston Villa side of things. Nakamba, what is this guy on, my friend? This is the first time I've seen this Nakamba play for Aston Villa. I don't know if he played, you know, in the Premier League already, but the first time I've seen him on TV, and today it was against West Ham at home, obviously. You know what? He looks an absolute steal. I think they paid about 7 million for this guy. Oh my god, I think we've got the new Kante or the new Ghana game they're making. And a bit of frame there. I thought when I watched him, he's so fast, he wants to pass the ball, his interceptions constantly, you know, when you've got the ball, he's only behind you like a Kante, and he's tackling you already. The interceptions, he's just everywhere, that Nakamba, whatever he's called, he was everywhere tonight, and I thought he was superb. And I can't remember who got the man of the match because, you know, I just couldn't remember, but in my opinion, if he did not get the man of the match, then he should have gone to Spectatives like the referee tonight. And looking at that performance tonight, if I'm being fairly honest with you, I think he deserves a start against Arsenal at the Emirates, because if you play Nakamba at the Emirates against, you know, the Xhaka, the Guendouzi, I think it'd be a very, very difficult game for both of them, because as we all know, Guendouzi and Xhaka like to spend quite a long time on the ball, but when you look at Nakamba, he doesn't give a crap. He just goes there and tackle them. You know, he doesn't give a crap and he'll pass it straight to his teammate. So, you know, it will be a very hard match if Nakamba does play against Arsenal. Mark my words. Looking now towards the actual full performance of the entire team of Aston Villa tonight, and to be honest with you, I've got to be impressed, because to see, aside from the Championship from last season to the Premier League, I've seen a massive, huge difference from the team. Mings, Engels, I'm really not surprised that apparently he's going to be getting a Belgium call-up. I don't know if he's got a Belgium call-up already, but you know, I'm not surprised that Belgium are after him, because he was perfect today. I think Mings and Engels, they've got a very, very strong partnership, and seeing Nakamba just, you know, in front of them players, it just makes the defence a whole lot better. Gilbert, or Mr. Gilbert as the Aston Villa fans call him, I thought he played pretty decent. Taylor, not so good, I don't really rate him at all. Grealish, alright, begin, quality. El Ghazi, on and off. However though, when you look at the negative side of things, like we have to, Wesley, what is this guy? Like, I want to rate him, I want to give him positive, but tonight again, I watched him against the Tottenham in the first game of the season, and I thought, is there a player in there? And I watched him again to give him another chance, and I thought, you know what, is there a player in there again? And partly you can see that, but in my eyes, I think he needs help. He just looks so isolated up top. Like, he's just waiting for the ball constantly. He's not really making any runs as such. And in my opinion, he just needs someone up there. It's a bit like a Rashford situation. Like, he needs someone with him to work with him, because a lot of the work on the ball for Aston Villa works in the midfield, and then that's where, you know, Wesley gets caught out, because he's waiting up top for the body ball, and it doesn't really come to him, because normally Aston Villa start with the wingers, then they cross it into him. Obviously tonight, Wesley didn't get that much chance, because El Ghazi and Jota didn't really cross the ball as much as they should have done, and that's because, you know, the West Ham defence was fairly well good as well, with Obana and Diop. So in my eyes, I think there could be a player in there. but I'm not so confident with Wesley. So, you know, yeah, I think he's got about 2 goals now in the Premier League, which is not good enough, but you could also say it's alright because, you know, you're playing for Aston Villa, no offence, and you just want to finish about mid-table or just over that relegation zone this season, which would be good for you because you'll be still in the Premier League for next season. Looking at Wesley, man, like, I want to see a player in there, but I'm not sure. I think he just needs more help and maybe possibly bulk himself up in the gym because he just looks so weak. Like, I don't think he's used to that competition compared to the Belgian league, because I think in the Belgian league, I think he got it a bit too easy. But now, in the Premier League, it's a bit tough, mate. It's a bit tough, so go to the gym, I recommend. On the West Ham signs of things, I felt sorry for you tonight. Seeing that Masuaku getting sent off tonight, the referee needs to go to Specsavers. I don't even know what it's called. Is it called Atkins or something? But you know, they need to go to Specsavers. That's what I do know about it. But another bad mistake by the referee. That was not a red card. And when I first looked at it, I thought, yeah, red card, another yellow. But when I looked at it again, no, that is not a red card. You can understand why Declan Rice, Noble. It was like, man, he seriously just sent him off for that. He didn't even touch the guy. And man, it was terrible. You know, I think it was El Hamadi as well who dived. Terrible football, mate. Terrible football. So I do feel sorry for the West Ham fans for things, because, you know, they will be playing against United, but I think they'll try and, you know, call the Premier League as they do and try and revert that red card. And I think, you know what, if they do that, I think they might just get it. I think they might just get it because surely the Premier League will see that now and say, you know what, yeah, maybe one of our Premier League referees, the best referee as I say, made a mistake on that one. Holler, he was pretty good today. I thought he was waiting for that goal. He just wanted to score every time. I don't know how many shots he had today. The best chance of goal today was the first half of that header. Nearly scored. Same situation as Wesley, sort of. The hold up play, the way he dictated the play, in my opinion, how he just got other players in the team to play with him, like Lanzini, Fornals. You can tell that he has a very good partnership. And yeah, that's all I can say. It was one of them games where you say, well, it finished 0-0, mate. But yeah, it finished 0-0, but it was end to end. It was typical Premier League football that we just love to watch. Attacking for both sides of the team. Brilliant defending. Goalkeepers, pretty good as well. Fabianski had a very good game tonight, I've got to be honest with you. It was just a shame that there was no goals, because I'll tell you now, if there was goals for both sides, it would have just made that match 10 times better. But yeah, another game, another point for both sides, which is a positive. But like Grealish said after the match, it did feel like a very big loss for Aston Villa, as soon as Masuaku got that sent off red card decision, they should have went for it, because they had the home crowd in front of them, they had an extra play on the pitch. But yeah, it just wasn't their night tonight, and same with West Ham, wasn't their night tonight either. So it was a fairly even game, and you know, when we say that, it probably was the right result. 0-0 was the right result. We should have seen goals. We wanted to see goals, but yeah, just one of them games. Cracking match to watch anyhow. And yeah, next on to the Arsenal game for Aston Villa and the Man United game for West Ham. So yeah, good luck to both sides, but not so much West Ham, as I'm sure you all know why. So thanks everyone for watching another video on the Football Fan Fever, and if you still got the football fever, then give us another watch on one of the videos on screen right now. And lastly, follow us on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter if you wish. Thanks for watching.